Good evening, I'm Johnny Brooker.
And I'm TJ Dysart. Welcome back to Marquette Now.
Coming up, students bring the Fiesta to campus.
Whipping up a sweet surprise for a good cause.
And kicking sports back in gear.
All that and more, starting right now.
Hayes Virtual Studio. This is Marquette Now.
Safety alerts, we all know what those are.
Marquette University's police department sent 2 safety alerts over the last week. Just this past Saturday, shots were fired around 4 p.m. near the 600 block of North 24th Street. This comes 2 days after MUPD alerted campus of pedestrians getting hit with plastic gel pellets from a pellet gun. A moving car struck pedestrians across campus between about 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. Hey, Johnny, it's homecoming week.
Indeed it is, my boy.
Are you ready to see Sean Kingston?
I am.
I'm so ready to see all my favorite songs from being in the backseat of my mom's car.
Yep.
Well, the Alumni Memorial Union Ballrooms is having their court carnival right now. Tomorrow, the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People is hosting their own version of Wild 'N Out in Weisler Auditorium. Tyler Chronicles and Nav Green will be there with Mr. Blankshot as the host.
And get ready because Marquette Madness is this Friday at the Al McGuire Center at 7 p.m. Marquette University Television will be streaming that live on marquettewire.org. Sean Kingston's performance this Saturday will only be streamed on campus cable channel 4.1.
Free food, free music, and dancing.
Sounds like a fiesta.
That's exactly what Fiesta de Noche is. Marquette Now's Sarah Richardson brings us there.
The Fiesta de Noche is back. Dancing, music, and food.
This festival is more of a celebration of Latin American culture. It first started as a cookout. It's evolved into something entirely different to incorporate the entire campus and to have performers come and to educate us in traditional folklorico dance or Aztec dance. We also have traditional Hispanic foods, Latin foods. And then we also have a bunch of different things like piñatas, or sometimes we'll switch it up with musical chairs or something just to keep people having fun.
Sigma Lambda Beta International Fraternity Incorporated at Marquette partners with the Latin American Student Organization for this year's festival.
LASO is the Latin American Student Organization, and it is a club where we welcome everyone. We're aimed to welcome the Hispanic community.
During COVID, during the pandemic, we kind of lost that traction that we had, but now as we're entering our 3rd year kind of being on campus, it's nice to be able to have these events and kind of get more recognition around campus.
After a year off due to the pandemic, this year's guests are excited to celebrate Latinx and Hispanic heritage.
It's so amazing to see people out. He's just here to support this cultural event. It's so amazing.
This event was made possible thanks to the help of several organizations and fundraising by the fraternity.
This is our staple event for Marquette. It's how we, our biggest recruitment event. It's how we connect with the Marquette community.
I'm Sarah Richardson, Marquette Wire News.
Welcome to fall. The MidAutumn Festival is a major celebration that takes place in China. This past weekend, the Chinese Students and Scholars Association hosted a party to celebrate. Tim Litto has the story.
Food, friends, fun.
Tonight is so special because this is our Chinese traditional festival, the Mid-Autumn Festival.
It's just like Thanksgiving. People gather together, reunion, and as if they are a whole family.
But what to do when the families of these Chinese exchange students are 7,000 miles away?
We are here as students, so we can't stay with our family. So that's why I organized this event.
Which helps students
just be like a family, because we all study abroad, and just we need to keep unity together. I think it's very important.
It's their family away from home.
They don't have much time to be with to even just call them their family, so they get homesick. Yeah, they get homesick.
Which has been more difficult in the pandemic.
I know that the year of COVID, where we weren't able to have any in-person events during the Mid-Autumn Festival, I really missed my parents and I video chat them, but I didn't have any other friends with me, so I was crying, FaceTiming my mom. And that was not a good experience. I knew it wouldn't go that way if I have other friends with me having fun playing games together.
But it's that much more appreciated this year.
So this year we were able to do it, and look how fun it is. Students are enjoying it.
Enjoying it so much that smiles shine through the mask and the toughest of times. I'm Timothy Leteau, Marquette Wire News.
An over 600-year-old building needs a touch-up at some point. The reconstruction process for the St. Joan of Arc Chapel began last June. The goal for these renovations is to preserve the building with new features while keeping its history and its significance.
Some of the projects include a new roof system, ventilation, floor heating, and painting. The chapel will also have new accessibility routes on the exterior, as well as more planters and benches. To learn more about the reconstruction, scan the QR code along the construction fencing with your smart device.
This link explains the history of the chapel, which was first built in France before being shipped to the United States. The document also details the current reconstruction plans and a proposed site plan. It's that time of the season again. The Marquette Medical Clinic is offering flu shots to students, faculty, and staff throughout campus. Flu clinic dates range from now to October 27th in the Alumni Memorial Union Lundo Room. If you're attending, a vaccine consent form needs to be filled out and brought to the clinic. To learn more, visit the Marquette Medical Clinic website.
Dr. Marsha Kayak, an associate professor of nursing here at Marquette, died on September 13th at the age of 44. She had been diagnosed with a rare brain tumor just over a year ago. A celebration of life was held earlier this afternoon. Donations can be made through our GoFundMe page and to the Medical College of Wisconsin Brain Tumor Research Program. Coming up, how making a mess can bring people together.
And later, Latin dancing step by step. All that and more when we come back.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps. Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
And welcome back to Marquette Now. I'm Johnny Brooker.
And I'm TJ Dysart.
Sweets for a good cause.
With a little spice thrown in.
Marquette Now's Vanessa Rivera takes us to students throwing pie in the face of professors.
Pies having a sweet reward for an even sweeter cause. And
a little fun.
It does stink.
You're welcome. In the eyes.
It was stickier than I thought. It was a different kind of experience.
Marquette University's Best Buddies organization had a Pie or Professor event by the Alumni Memorial Union and Schrader Hall. It's $3 for one pie, 5 for two, and about $400 was raised. But the reaction is priceless.
Thanks.
Best Buddies is a club where we support individuals who have intellectual and developmental disabilities. So we build one-on-one friendships with a person in the Milwaukee community who has a developmental or intellectual disability and a college student. So we build one-on-one friendships, and that's kind of what we're fundraising for, to be able to do events and put on functions for these people to come together and build a friendship.
President Michael Lovell made an appearance, allowing students to get a slice of the fun. But it's more than just fun. It's friendships, connections, and building up the community.
I've been paired with my buddy Rich, who I've been friends with now since the beginning of my freshman year. So I think that part of the club is really awesome because I've gotten to know him a lot better and get pretty close with him. I think it's just important for everyone to get more knowledge when they can and support people in the community with disabilities.
I actually really want to be a developmental pediatrician. They've always had a special place in my heart. I think that people with disabilities are really misunderstood sometimes. And I want people to know and learn that they're amazing individuals with amazing things to share. And I just think that supporting them is like what I'm here for. And I feel like such a purpose for myself to do that and come out and help people who have disabilities.
So I came out to do my part, get a little messy, and help contribute so we can be a better part of this community. Seeing students on a Friday when the weather's bright and nice and having everybody bring kind of Marquette spirit out of giving back with, throwing a couple dollars to then throw a pie and just, I don't know, the community that is the reason I am a professor here and the reason I love it. I'm literally going to turn up like this to faculty meetings.
I'm Vanessa Rivera, Marquette Wire News.
Dancing is taking over the Alumni Memorial Union. Marquette has become home to 7 his on-campus Latin dance groups. Marquette Now's Emmanuel Lopez tells us more.
Every twist, every step. Marquette students come and dance side by side. This bachata workshop was held and organized by Paso Paso, a dance group on campus. The workshop is open to everyone looking to have fun and learn how to dance bachata. The group focuses on bringing everyone together to enjoy a Latin and expanding culture. President Maya Ruiz-Diaz expressed the importance of having this club on campus.
We really want to make sure that everyone is culturally aware of different things. We are a Latin American-based club, but we are supporting other dance clubs here at Marquette because we really want to diversify as much as we can. I just grew up around dancing all the time. My family they come from all over the Americas. I have Puerto Ricans in my family, Colombians, Mexicans, Hondurans. So I know all these different types of dances, and I just love the history behind it, where I was like, you know what, I want other people to be aware of this.
Vice President Juan Felipe Olaya Niño talks about what this group means to him.
Latino people, we like dancing a lot, we like parties, we like to have fun, right? So this is some way of getting these people to casually come out, de-stress, and just get a little bit more in touch with their culture. That's kind of what we provide, that little home away from home to these people who might be feeling a little homesick, who might just be in the mood to dance, who maybe just want to let loose.
Paso Paso will continue workshops throughout the semester. I'm Emmanuel Lopez, Marquette Wire News.
You better improve those Spanish speaking skills. This community circle is helping unite students from all different backgrounds. Marquette Now's Emmanuel Lopez has the story.
Indulge in healthy conversation and enjoy from traditional Mexican pan dulce. Café con Leche is a community circle supporting the Spanish-speaking and learning students on campus. Graduate Assistant Michael Vasquez passed on the goose purpose.
Café con Leche is just an opportunity for those who are native speakers of Spanish, and then also those who are learning Spanish to just have an opportunity to speak the language and just get together, actually have café con leche, coffee and milk. People who maybe don't necessarily speak Spanish fluently, or if that's not their first language, it really gives them that opportunity to really get to know people who speak the language.
Café con Leche is meeting every other Tuesday starting the 28th in the Alumni Memorial Center, room 111.
Well, you know, I sure have been enjoying the weather lately.
I have too, my man.
Dude, we're all from the East Coast, so we know cold, but I'm trying to enjoy this weather before it gets too cold. And joining us now is Connor Baldwin with a look at our weather. What do we got, Connor?
All right, that's right. Well, it sure was a sunny day. I even had my sunglasses on for most of it, which was quite enjoyable. Looking into the 5-day forecast, I hate to rain on your parade, but the weekend we expect showers. But right now, we are looking at temperatures of 66 degrees and a small chance of precipitation at 10% and winds heading southeast at 4 miles per hour. Heading into tonight's lows, Superior is at 53 degrees, Eau Claire is a little warmer at 56, and heading into Wausau, we are looking at 52 degrees, and in Milwaukee, we are staying a little warmer at a cool 59 degrees. Tomorrow's highs, Minocqua is looking at a warm 79 degrees. Eau Claire is staying a little bit warmer at 83 degrees. Green Bay sticking to being a little cool at a 76 degrees. And Milwaukee deciding to stay a little cool in the south side at a 75 degrees. Tonight, we're looking at a cool temperature of 59 degrees, still a little chance of rain and and winds kicking up a little bit more, 1 more mile per hour, that is in fact, heading southeast 5 miles. Tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures, Tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures of 79. Precipitation is still a little chance of rain, and winds heading southeast, kicking up 5 miles per hour to 10 miles per hour. And into the 5-day forecast, I hate to rain on your parade, but we're looking at a chance of showers on the weekend, with highs being at 73 for both days, and lows being at a cool 60s. And into Sunday, we're looking at partly cloudy with highs of 68 and lows of 56. Monday, we're staying partly cloudy with a 63 degrees and heading into a cool 55. Tuesday, we're still looking at partly cloudy and with highs of 63 and lows of 54. That's it for the weather. Stay with us because Ava Mares will be right back with the sports after this.
Me and my boy Matt had it good. He had catnip that was off the hook. But one day, he brings a girl home, and she's allergic to cats. Every sneeze was a nail in my coffin. Now I'm in a shelter. It's decent, but they don't even have Wi-Fi.
Leaving hot coals improperly extinguished can cause a wildfire.
Hey guys, it's Smokey!
It looks as if Smokey is going to use the drown, stir, drown, and feel technique. After the first drown, a good stir. Next, another drink. And finally, a close feel.
Is it cool? Okay. Yeah. Hey Smokey, catch! Oh, my bad, Smokey.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
You told me not to talk to strangers. You told me not to cross the street without looking both ways.
You told me not to touch the stove. You told me not to do drugs. You told me not to drink and drive.
You gave me so many messages about how to stay safe. Why didn't you keep me safe by properly storing your gun?
Welcome back. I'm Ava Mares with your Marquette Now Sports Report. Starting off with the Marquette men's basketball team,
class of 2022 guard Chase Ross announced his commitment to Marquette via Instagram Live last Friday. Ross is head coach Shaka Smart's second commit from the 2022 recruiting class. Moving on to Marquette soccer, the women's team played its second Big East match on Sunday against Butler. Molly Gretzlock has more.
Thursday night was the kickoff to Big East Conference play for the Marquette women's soccer team as they fell 1-0 to Butler. And while a pink sunset filled the sky over Valley Fields, the game was not filled with a lot of goals. Both teams came out aggressive and were hitting the ground fighting for the ball, which was head coach Frank Plies' main focus headed into the pitch.
We're going to keep shooting and shooting and shooting and following up till we get it right, and sometimes we do.
The Golden Eagles held their own against the reigning Big East Midwest Division champs for almost the entirety of regulation. First-year forward Maggie Starker highlighted on everyone doing their parts to make that happen.
Everyone did their job, everyone made big tackles, everyone worked hard to make sure that the people behind them had an easier job too.
But in the 90th minute, a free kick for the Bulldogs sealed the fate of the game. Junior Aaliyah Dean found the back of the net, handing Marquette their first conference loss. Marquette will travel to Villanova on September 26th, and Plies is looking forward to the next game.
Hey, when you have a game like this, the best thing to do is get on the plane and go play somebody else, especially from out east, because those guys over there, who knows? You don't know what you're going to get over there.
Reporting from Valley Fields, I'm Molly Gretzlock, Marquette Wire Sports.
Following the victory, redshirt junior midfielder Rachel Johnson was named to the Big East Weekly Honor Roll for her strong play over the weekend. But now turning to the men's team, the squad flew to South Orange, New Jersey to face Big East foe Seton Hall. First-year forward Edric Caceres notched 2 goals in the match, defeating the Pirates 3-1, giving the Golden Eagles their first conference win of the season. After his exceptional performance, Caceres was named Big East Offensive Player of the Week and Freshman of the Week. This was Marquette's first win at Seton Hall since 2011 and its second in program history. Finally, Marquette Madness will be returning after being canceled last year due to COVID-19. The event includes introductions for both the men's and women's basketball teams, t-shirt giveaways, performances from the cheer and dance teams, and so much more. The event occurs this Friday at 7 p.m., but more importantly, will be airing right here on MUTV. Be sure to tune in on channel 4.1 or at marquettewire.org/MUTV. Now that's it for sports, but don't go anywhere. Marquette Now will be right back with our Down to the Wire segment.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
When I first saw a turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet, we discover they're a little bit of a lot of things,
but they're all pure love.
And welcome back. I'm Johnny Brooker.
And I'm TJ Dysart. Marquette Wire Executive News Editor Megan Wooler joins us now for tonight's edition of Down to the Wire.
She's with Bailey Stripeland to talk about the Black Living Learning community beginning on campus. Megan?
Thanks, guys. So, Bailey, this week for the Tribune, you wrote an article about the Black Living Learning community. Can you tell me a little bit more about what this community is?
Yeah, so this is its first year on campus. It's a living learning community housed on Carpenter Tower on the 16th floor for first-year Black students, and they talk about societal issues, their experiences on campus, and they take 2 courses together.
Yeah, how was this community created?
They created it last year after administration and the Black Student Council had talked about diversity and inclusion efforts on campus.
You mentioned earlier that they take courses together. What courses are they taking together?
So both courses are going to be taught by Professor Burrows in the English department. In the fall, they take Foundations of Rhetoric, where they'll be writing about African American life. And in the spring, they're going to take Text, Social Systems, and Values, and they're going to be studying autobiographies from the Civil Rights Movement.
That's really interesting. As I was reading your article, I did notice that there's only first-year students living there, even though at Marquette, both freshmen and sophomores are required to live in the dorms.
Yes. So this year, it's only open to first-year students. They have about 20 living there right now, and they hope that next year they can open it to sophomores.
That's really cool. How did they select these 20 students to be in the LLC?
Students actually applied through their housing application, and then they were selected from there.
Yeah, so I did notice that the official name is not the Black LLC, as sort of we've been referring to here. Mm-hmm. It's actually Umoja.
Yes.
Is there any significance behind that? What's the story behind it?
Yeah, so the full title is Umoja Black Living Learning Community, and Umoja means unity in Swahili.
Oh, I didn't know that. Are there any other living learning communities on campus, or is this the only one?
There are actually 4 others. So there's the nursing community, the engineering community, the honors community, and Nuestra Jugar, which means our home.
Okay, so the Nuestra Jugar and the Black LLC, those are the ones that are like more like ethnically, and then there's like nursing and, okay, cool. So who did you talk to when you were kind of going about writing this article?
Right, I talked to a first-year student in the Black Living Learning community and an RA and also the professor. They all gave me really good information, and I love talking to them, and they're just so excited to have this on campus.
Yeah, Professor Rose in the English department, you said?
Yes.
Can you remind me of the courses that they're taking?
Yes, Foundations of Rhetoric and Text, Social Systems, and Values.
Okay, that's really cool. What other things have you been covering on campus this year?
This week I'm talking about the Marburg Memorial Lecture and also 414 Fellows.
Oh, nice. What has been like some of the favorite things you've written about so far?
Other than this one, I really liked talking about Dr. William Welburn's retirement. That was the first week we were back on campus, and he was just really great to talk to.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming on the show. It's been really nice having you on.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. I'm going to throw it back to TJ and Johnny in the studio.
And that's our report for tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Johnny Brooker.
And I'm TJ Dysart. Remember to check MarquetteWire.org for all the latest campus news. Good night, Marquette.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
When
When I first saw Turtle, my heart was full. Now anything but lonely.
We have this like deep connection, this heart connection.
He just wants to be close to you and part of your life.
Every day with Turtle is a perfect day.
When I'm holding her, it makes me feel calmer.
I think everything he does shows how much he loves us.
When we adopt a shelter pet,
We discover
they're a little bit of a lot of things.
But they're all pure love.
love.